Assalamualaikum everybody, this is my 26th algorithm video. In this video we are given a string and we need to reverse it. However, the condition is that there are spaces in the string. The spaces are at 4th and 9th index of the string. So we need to put spaces in the reverse string at 4th and 9th index, right? So now that I made clear to you what the algorithm is going to be about, I make a blank string, then I make a blank list and I name it list space index. For I in range 0 to length of string, if we encounter a blank character, I append list space index with I. Now as you can see, the list space index shows that at 4th and 9th index of this string there are spaces. Now we would be making the reverse string. For I in range length of string -1 -1 -1. If we encounter a character which is not a blank space and the length of list space index is not 0. Currently, as you know, that the length of list space index is 2, but we would be deleting numbers from the list space index. You would get to know as I explain the code to you later. And length of reverse string is not equal to the list space index at 0. So list space index at 0 index, the value is 4, and currently the length of reverse string is 0 because it is a blank string. So for example, the string becomes s, the length of reverse string will becomes 1, but the value at 0 index is still 4, so this condition would also be true at s because the length is 1. So when all these three conditions are met, what we do, we concatenate the reverse string with the character which is not a blank string. Elif, if we encounter a character which is a blank string, we say continue with the next iteration. In the next elif condition, if we encounter a character which is not a blank string and length of list space index is still not equal to 0, and length of reverse string is now equal to list space index at 0 index. So what do I mean by this? For example, the reverse string becomes SREH. The length of the reverse string is now 4, and the value at 0 index of list space index is also 4. So when this is true, I would be putting a space in the reverse string here, and then I would put another character SREH space and then T. Okay. I would put a blank space, reverse string plus blank space, then I would put the character which is not a blank space. Reverse string is equal to reverse string plus string I. Then I would be removing the 4 value in the list space index since we have used it. List space index dot pop, and I would put 0 index. Similarly, when the length of when the length of reverse string becomes 9 and length of reverse string becomes 9 and the value of list space index at 0 index becomes also 9, we would again put a space, then we would put the character which is not a blank space, and then we would pop out 9 value also from the list space index, and then the length of the list space index would become 0. So what happens when the length of list space index becomes 0, we say elif string I is not equals to a blank space and length of list space index has now become 0. We concatenate the reverse string with the character which is not a blank space. Now as I click print, so as I click play, so as you see, we have successfully reversed the string into a reverse string, and we have maintained the spaces at 4th and 9th index also. Now if I change the number, say to G space E K K space S. Now as you can see, there were spaces at 1st and 5 index of the original string. Now as I have reversed the string also, the spaces are still maintained at 1st and 5th index of the reverse string. I hope that I made this algorithm clear to you. I know the code was a bit difficult one. I know you would understand if you put in a bit of effort from your side. Please share, like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.